Well, yesterday was the 4th of July. I enjoyed seeing one of the world's richest men, Mark Zuckerberg, on some sort of surfing device carrying the American flag. It was so good. At first I thought it was photoshopped or one of those deep fakes. I think it's the most pro-American thing Zuckerberg has done in a long time. Other billionaires had their tweets too. Here's Elon Musk showing himself as a young man saying, "Bless America." Doesn't he look good there? I really like that photo, but I saw what Elon Musk was saying in Chinese at the same time, and that's when I realized that I was easily fooled. See, while in English he was saying "Bless America," this is Elon Musk's Chinese language social media page, because you understand, Twitter is banned in China. Now, you may not speak Chinese, but I think you can understand what that is in the top left. That hammer and sickle and the number 100. That is Elon Musk. At the same time as he's saying, "Bless America," is blessing the 100th anniversary of the Chinese Communist Party. He's not saying, "I love China." And there's a lot to love about China. The people, the food, the history, the archaeology, the culture. No. He is specifically saying he loves the Chinese Communist Party. He's not alone. Every big business is getting in on it. Nike said they are a Chinese company and they stand with the Communist Party of China. I'm worried about it. When billionaires go that way, they'll pull the culture with them. Joining us now to talk about the 100th anniversary of the Chinese Communist Party is our friend Gordon G. Chang, author and commentator. His new article in Newsweek is called "China's Communist Party at 100, No More Foreign Rescues." Gordon, great to see you again. And by the way, folks, if you're not following Gordon, please do that right now on Twitter at Gordon G. Chang. You'll learn more about China than you will anywhere else. Gordon, I'm afraid of the fact that the leaders of the West are so clearly allying themselves, or at least hedging their bets with China. Elon Musk, Nike, all the big brands. Should I be worried?
You definitely should be worried, Ezra. What we are seeing is the American elites, business, political, aligning themselves with China's Communist Party against Americans. And it's not just the CEO of Nike and not just Elon Musk. You have, for instance, Charlie Munger, the number 2 at Berkshire Hathaway, in that infamous interview with CNBC, saying, he would like to have China's financial system in the U.S. So really what there is on display is this unabashed cravenness right now. And that means we don't have anybody defending our society against a malicious Chinese regime.
Yeah. That Charlie Munger interview was shocking. I didn't know what he looked like. I mean, we all know Warren Buffett as the friendly face of Berkshire Hathaway, but Charlie Munger is his right-hand man. Let me just play a quick clip of that to show people he wasn't just saying he wanted the Chinese financial system. He was approving of their kidnapping of China's Elon Musk, a multi-billionaire named Jack Ma. He said he was pleased with it. Take a look at this crazy interview.
Charlie, you said communist China is doing all the things that we should be doing right now, and I can't help but think of what they've done to Jack Ma.
It amuses me,
Well, what about what they've done to Jack Ma? He's kind of disappeared as...
Well, yes, but Jack Ma's one of the swingers. So they just they said, "The hell with you." He basically gave a speech when he said to a one-party state, "Well, you guys are a bunch of jerks, don't know what you're doing, and I know what I'm doing, and I'm going to do it better." And he was going to wade into banking and no rules and just do whatever he pleased.
He also brought banking to a lot of
the Chinese communists did the right thing. They just called in Jack Ma and say, "You aren't going to do it, Sonny." And I wish we had I don't want all of the Chinese system, but I certainly would like to have the financial part of it in my own country.
I mean, I can't believe he said that, and that is just normal discourse. That would have been like 50 years ago. I think if a tycoon in America would speak that way about the Soviet Union, they would be marginalized in polite company. But Charlie Munger is probably saluted as a far-sighted captain of industry.
Yes, and that's really throughout the corporate suites. So this is not just an isolated interview. We're seeing so many instances of this. Business is amoral. They're just there to make money. It's really up to Americans expressing themselves at the ballot box to make sure that companies cannot do this anymore. And this really is going to be important for us to cut those economic ties with China, because China exploits every point of contact with our society. They're overwhelming us. The FBI is overwhelmed. Local law enforcement is overwhelmed. Governments are overwhelmed. And we need to cut those ties until we can be sure that we can manage this unrelenting and malicious assault from Beijing.
Yeah. Now, I just read your essay in Newsweek, and I'm always thrilled to see you published there, because I know they have, they're a legacy media. They have a long-standing reputation. They have a large readership. And I'm so pleased your message is getting out. You talk about the 100-year anniversary of the Communist Party. You have a few points that I had sort of forgotten, that it was the West itself that bailed out the Communist Party in key moments. After Tiananmen Square, it was George H.W. Bush who sort of let China come back into the brotherhood of nations. Clinton, with the trade deal 20-odd years ago, that really put China on the path for economic dominance. China may not be quite as strong as it looks, and the West may be giving it too much help. So I found little glimmers of hope in your article. What do you think of that?
I do hope that there are glimmers. The problem is that we have an administration in Washington, and we certainly got one in Ottawa, that would like to help the Communist Party. And so right now, we Americans have got to prevent our president from doing what he would like to do, which is to establish and deepen economic relations. Now, Biden has done some good things on China, but nonetheless, he hasn't gone far enough, especially considering the situation that we now face, because China's assaults on us has gotten worse and worse over time, because they're testing the new president, and Biden is not doing the things that are necessary at this particular moment.
That's an excerpt from my daily show, the Ezra Levant Show. Every day I do a monologue on the news of the day, then I interview an interesting guest, and then I read my hate mail. You gotta subscribe. Go to rebelnews.com.